Hello, my name is Luca, and today we're going to be making a Valentine's box for school with flour and water to make the glue, paint, some brushes, and this model Pokéball. So let's get started on making the strips. It's easier to tear a piece of paper than just having one by adding a few more to it. You can see that there's 4 pieces of paper, and I'm going to tear it because my mom started it. You can see I'm ripping the paper. We're going to be making 4 layers for this Pokéball. If you want it long, okay, but that's not a good idea because it's going to be, your whole paper mache is going to be really bumpy. But if you have smaller strips like this, it's going to fit perfect and it's not going to be that bumpy. We're going to be making the glue for the paper mache Pokéball to stick these newspaper parts on to make the Pokéball cut right. So now let's get going. So first you add the water, maybe like half of it if you have this much. Maybe that much? Okay, now let's stir. Should this say make glue, Mama? I can still see some crumbs. Just make it nice and smooth. If you still see some crumbs, try and mix them in. Now we're going to be gluing these newspapers onto the ball. You're going to smooth these out after you put them on with the glue. It's supposed to be nice and liquidy to put it on so then they stay. So let's get started on putting it in. And you will get messy, so you'll need paper towels. And then clean off all the extra. I chipped one. It doesn't matter because you can just put it over. You need to overlap them after you get the glue on it. Piece on the first layer. And also you have to make sure it's all the way open because sometimes you push on it like that. We're done with the first layer. Hooray! It's going to get a lot of glue on the table and maybe some water if you were making the water and you forgot to clean that up. I'll clean up the floor later. If you don't want your little paper mache to stick to the bowl, grab a soda can if you do have one or something that is able to hold it up high. We are doing our second set. See that it's dried overnight. So now it's time for the 4th layer. Ain't nothing like the great outdoors to ease your soul. Ain't nothing like the great outdoors to keep you from growing on all floors. Then join us bears and suck up some air in the great outdoors. I'm done. So that's all of it for right now, because I just finished the last layers. We are going to let this dry again to make sure it's dry enough to paint, and then we're going to make the slit for all the invitations for the Valentine's Day school thing. We have done the 4th layer yesterday, and this time, today, we're going to paint. We have a painter's tape around to make sure that this ball will look the same as this Pokéball model, but it's not that well done as a circle because you can see we have a little edge kind of not filled up, but we'll make it better next. But for right now, let's get to the top part, and we're going to be painting the red part. You have to use the tip to make it more on. So that kind of runs out. You have to press into all the little wrinkles or spaces that you have left. If you get too much, just let it fall off. We're gonna let it dry. We have done the second layer of my top red. It's dry, so we're gonna flip it over for the white. And now let's get painting. So this is a long project. 4 coats of paint. This first layer is gonna have to dry for half an hour, so I'm gonna go play with my friend while it dries. The first coat of white paint is done and dry. Now we're gonna do the second coat of white paint. Okay, this is the last coat, and we are gonna let it dry for a half an hour. Then we're gonna do the black line. We are gonna take the tape off to get ready to draw the black line for the next step. You can see on our Pokéball that we have to draw the black line, so we're gonna take the tape off. My mom taped off the areas where I'm not supposed to paint, so I'm going to paint the black line in the middle of the green. We're creating a slot for the invites or maybe candy that if they do. So it's gonna be this big because Dad's gonna cut along this, and he's also gonna cut in the middle of the green line. If I were to use it, I would hurt myself. That's why my dad's gonna do it.
Hear the air coming out?
Yeah. You can see the purple ball, and you can see some of the paper mache. We're gonna be doing the circle for all the stuff to come out and to pop the ball.
Just pop the ball. Okay. Now we'll get that out of there. This is kind of the daddy stuff, isn't it, buddy? Mm.
Let's hope it works.
We're so close. Look at that.
Just push it down.
Are you excited, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Who did it, buddy? You did it.
You did.
Way to go, son. Nice Yeah, bud, that looks really fantastic.
Thank you, Dad.
Do I get a big kiss?
We have our slot, and from far away, it's almost invisible. And when you're like looking at it close up, you can actually see the bottom, which holds it flat on the table. I choose you. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked this video and subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.